Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 277 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. This month, for the next 18 days or so, maybe the whole month, I haven't decided quite yet, we're going to talk about a different paradox every day. I found a cool list of paradoxes, and I think the list is still online, but I'm going through it, and each day we're going to talk about one of these paradoxes. Why? Because a paradox is something that seems contradictory when you first hear it or absurd, but when you start to think about it, there's a lot of truth to it. So we want to ask ourselves, is this true in our experience? Is this true in our life? So today we're going to talk about trust and the trust paradox. And it says, people who can't trust can't be trusted. My question for you today is, how much do you trust people that don't trust you? When we're raising our kids, or in my case, grandkids these days, if we don't let the children know, if we don't let the people that report to us know, if we don't let the people in our lives know, especially in our relationships, that we trust them and that we are trustworthy and can be trusted, there will not be trust in that relationship. And relationships without trust are doomed to fail. So today I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and then I'm going to share 10 ways to build trust. Because I think that it's like anything else. Trust is a foundational part of relationships, and so anything we can do to improve trust and becoming more trustworthy will improve our relationships, which in turn will improve our lives. So a couple of questions. Number one, if you're judging yourself or rating yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not trusting at all, 10 being you trust everybody unquestionably, which is probably not a good thing either, unless you're really, really secure and comfortable in your life and yourself and everything. But how trusting are you of other people? Do you trust people? Do you have a really good sixth sense or intuition about people? How trusting, scale of 1 to 10, are you? Then the next question is, how trustworthy are you? How, according to the different 10 ways to improve your trust and build trust we're going to talk about in a second, how trustworthy are you? How confident are you, and how confident are other people that they can trust you? How trustworthy are you? And again, 1 being you're pretty much a shyster, 10 being, and you shouldn't be trusted, and 10 being people can count on you, people can trust you no matter what, etc. So what are 10 ways to build trust? Number 1, we want to value the long-term relationship. A lot of times, and not all relationships are designed or meant to be long-term, but the ones that we really want to build trust in, we want to actually appreciate and value that relationship. My mom and dad, till my dad passed away, almost 8 years ago now, were absolute positive best friends, and they were each convinced that the other person was the best person in the world for them, and they trusted one another with everything. Number 2, honor your commitments. I say this all the time. Do what you say you're going to do. If you're not going to do something, keep your mouth shut and don't say anything. But if you do commit to doing something, make sure that you follow through and do it. 3, be honest. Guess what? If you're not honest, you're not trustworthy. A lot of times we have problems trusting ourselves because we've lied to ourselves so often. We've said we're going to do things. We said we're going to behave in a certain way. We said we're going to, and we make little micro commitments to ourselves, and then we break them. And when we do that, we're not being honest with ourselves. I like to say that we can fool other people, but we can never actually fool ourselves. And we certainly can't fool our subconscious for a long time. Number 4, admit when you're wrong. Do you have the ability to admit when you're wrong? When I was younger, I didn't think I was ever wrong. Whew, I was in for a rude awakening. Number 5, communicate effectively. Always be looking for ways to be a better, more clear, understood communicator. And always be a better listener in terms of understanding what people are communicating with you. Number 6, be vulnerable. Be yourself. I say be yourself, be authentic, be vulnerable, meaning you're not perfect. None of us are. I don't know a perfect human yet. Number 7, be helpful. Number 8, I can't read. Number 8, show people that you care. People don't care how much or what you want until they know how much you care about them. Number 9, stand up for what's right, no matter what. Stand up for the things that are right in your mind and that you believe in. So often, nowadays especially, people will see an injustice or something that's blatantly wrong, and they just look the other way, or they just don't look at all, but they certainly aren't getting involved. And it's up to each and every one of us to make the world a better place by standing up for what we know is right and pushing against what we know is evil and wrong. And then finally, number 10, be transparent. Be somebody that's approachable. Be somebody that people want to trust. Be someone that other people can believe in. Believe in yourself so that other people can believe in you. But be open and honest and vulnerable and transparent and kind, and set the example for the world. So today, just think about this particular idiom and expression. People who can't trust can't be trusted. It's not an idiom or an expression, it's a paradox, excuse me. Although a lot of paradoxes are idioms as well, because they don't mean exactly what the words mean when they're brought together. Because when you say people that can't trust can't be trusted, you're really saying that I don't trust people. You're not saying people can be trusted. How about people that trust can be trusted? I guess that's just the reverse of this particular paradox. The cool thing about paradoxes, you can reverse them, and lo and behold, they're true. But if they're true, then the paradox is probably true as well. All right, have an awesome day from a logical, mathematical perspective. All right, have an awesome day. Any questions, any thoughts, any great ahas about this particular paradox? Hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.